What's good, people? We are here because I'm doing post commentary, by the way. Um, we're talking about this stupid community. This community that I honestly hate. Like, like honestly, I don't like this community. I like people in this community, yeah, but this community overall, majority that are the tryhards and the crybabies. I just don't like. The majority are crybabies and tryhards. That's why I don't really enjoy this game as much as I used to. Like, it's weird. As soon as I started like doing, uploading videos, doing YouTube, things started changing, and people started playing, like cheaper because like all these moves were coming out and everybody was finding new tech. It's just crazy when I think about it. But I have them in a memo, so don't forget. The main three things we're going to be talking about are skills that people see as cheap for no reason. Well, except for like one. Infinites on original characters, and players themselves, and how they view others. Okay, so with skills, I see people complain about fighting poses. Okay, let's just get on fighting poses. Fighting poses, I don't see them as cheap. Okay, the only time I saw them as cheap was when it was combined with but that's already patched, so we don't even need to worry about that. But if you use a pose, I don't really mind it all too much, because it's just so simple. I just have to grab. Okay, if you complain about that, get good at the game. Honestly, that's coming from me too. R slide. I don't see that as a move that makes you a bad player, unless you spam it. If you spam it, and that is your main source of damage or something that you rely on, you are not good at this game. You understand? If your only main source of damage isn't even combos, isn't even, getting their stamina down or anything, just R slide, you are not good at this game, and you will never be. You're just a cheeser that ruins everybody else's fun. Honestly, But if you're like someone that uses to like continue a combo like I do sometimes, I don't really got a problem with that. I'll be like, oh, okay, so he has R slide. As long as he doesn't spam it, I don't really have a problem. I've repeated that so many times. And, as with the next skill that I'm going to talk about, nice segue, by the way, Punisher Drive. Punisher Drive, people are honestly still... oh, actually, no, let's go back to R slide. People are complaining about that because they don't know how to hold the block button. Kind of like with the next skill. Still a good segue. Holding the block button will take care of all of your problems. Honestly. If you hold block when somebody's using R slide, guess what? It doesn't hit you. It hits your guard. Okay? If you hold the block button while somebody's hitting you with Punisher Drive, guess what? It doesn't hit you. It hits your guard. Wow. It's just so complicated, I know, Not a lot of people know this apparently because everybody's still crying about it. But the last skill I actually want to talk about is Justice Combo. Now that skill, I can see why people complain, because some like intense tryhards will just spam that as soon as they get the chance. That's the one skill that I will honestly complain about with everybody else because of how easy it can be combined into a combo. Like how do I say this? Because it's just so simple. If you get a hit off, you don't even need a hit off. Sometimes they just have to be close enough. You hit them with it, they're stuck. They either have to waste 2 or 3 stamina bars. Okay, that's why I don't think. That's why if you spam it, you're not good. But if you like kill me with it, or use it at the beginning of a no, because it also slows down stamina recovery. So depending on what type of player you are, like it just depends if it'll be considered cheap or not. But off that subject, because it's just so simple. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, thank you, freaking phone. Infinites. My forehead. If you are still complaining about the blue Goku or any Goku Infinite, stop it. Stop it now. Sorry, I had a burp. If you complain about that, I just can't see you as someone that knows how to play this game. Like, if you ask anyone that's good at this game, they'll be like, yeah, it's annoying, but it's not really a problem. The ones that are a problem are Gogeta, Hit, and Vegeta, okay? Like, oh, Vegeta, how? I did a test. I did a test on which infinite would kill someone faster, and lo and behold, Vegeta's killed faster. It does more damage, but when people do that infinite, everybody starts complaining. You know, I mean, no. When people do Vegeta's infinite, nobody's complaining. They're like, oh, it's whatever, stamina management. But when somebody does Blue Goku's, oh, wow, you're trash, blah, blah, blah. Just because, Goku is an easy character. I don't see how that makes sense. Just because someone is an easy character doesn't mean that their infinite combos should be seen as anything more than it is, if that makes any sense. Because I don't see it as anything. Use the infinite, okay, that doesn't really do damage. That's just a chance for me to recover like a majority of my stamina. That's just a chance for me to recover my stamina. But Vegeta's does hella damage, Gogeta's hella damage, hits hella damage. You see where I'm going here? Y'all gotta complain about the most stupid stuff. Like, stop whining, okay? I'll cover that at the end of the video, but next we got players. Okay, so the mindset that I've seen people in this community have is, if I beat you, you're trash, but if you win, you're a tryhard. It is the most stupid mentality that I've ever seen in this community. I've run into it myself. I've beat people like, oh, why are you such a tryhard? I said, no, I just know how to utilize mechanics. But then I've called people tryhards before. I've called them trash because of how they played. So someone beat me, okay, and I did call them a tryhard because of how they played me. You cannot, if someone's playing you straight up, not even playing cheap, just using basic things in the game, you can't call them a tryhard. The guy was spamming R slide and punch to drive, and I will admit, I was using like a bad character, so I couldn't really compensate for like damage or like doing anything that would actually help me beat him. So that was my fault. And he left after the first match, so I was like, what a tryhard. But when I lose to people that are like honestly better without any spamming or anything like cheap, I'm perfectly fine with that. I will message you, good game, dope matches. Like even with the guy in my tryhard video, I messaged him, good game. Thank you for the dope matches. I guess I can show a screenshot. Okay, sorry, that was a really weird cut, but as you can see, I said, bro, those were some dope matches. Hit me up if you want to go again sometime. We're both playing tryhard, so, but I will still like good game, because we were both playing tryhard, it's legit, whoever's better or did something more than the other wins. That's how we both saw it. But, actually, one extra thing that I do want to get on is, excuses on playing cheap. Like, there's a lot of players out there, I'm not going to name any names, but, that played cheap 24/7 because they were played cheap a couple times. I'm not that type of petty person. If you're like, oh, well some people play cheap, so I should play cheap 24/7. You're just petty. Like, honestly, just petty. Like, it's just retarded how someone can have that mindset. Like, my mindset is, somebody plays me cheap, I will play them cheap back. I play people how they play me. If you want to play tryhard, okay, we can play tryhard. If you want to play cheap, okay, we can play cheap. That's how I see it. I feel like that is one of the smartest mentalities to have with this game, because if you are a certain way 24/7, you are going to get called out. And when you get called out, it's not going to be a good thing. Like Super Touchy, rage quitting. He gets called out all the time, tries to defend himself, fails. It's the same way with tryhards. They try to defend themselves, but they don't know any proper way to defend themselves except for stupid excuses, because they honestly don't know how they can defend themselves. That's why I use the excuse of, hey, if somebody plays cheap with me, I'll play them cheap right back. Then I don't have a problem at all. But if me and the guy are just having a good match and I start playing cheap, that's just not something I do. I'm not gonna play you cheap for no reason. I'm either doing it for a video and will message you right after, or I'm doing it because you are. And if you try to call me out for being a tryhard after you play the same way, no, this is freaking perfect though, then you're just a hypocrite. Like, honestly, people that I beat that were being tryhards called me a tryhard, and I said, well, I'm playing you how you play me. I usually don't even like playing like that. So you have no one to blame but yourself. So stop being a hypocrite and just accept the fact that you just lost, okay? Like, it's just so pointless, honestly. If you use the excuse, I've been played cheap once, I'll play cheap forever, you're just a sad, petty person. But if you have a mindset like me, the smarter mindset, so you can actually have a way to defend yourself if somebody ever comes at you sideways, then that's just the smarter thing to do. I'm not saying that my opinion is right. Some people might disagree and be like, well, I can play, I want to play, it's my game. You can do what you want with your game. All I can do, honestly, listen, what I do, I will judge people. As much as a mean person that makes me sound, I will judge you by how you play. If you play me a certain way, I'm not going to judge like your personality. I'm just going to judge how you are in this video game. And I'll immediately start thinking of reasons why you play that way. And then I'll ask you. I've asked people before, hey, like, do you get played cheap a lot? And you just like play cheap like forever because of that? And most people are like, yeah, I don't really like it. And then I'll ask you, hey, well, do you want to play for fun? Because if you want to play for fun, then I'm down. But I don't really like fighting people that try hard, because all I'm trying to do is have fun with this game. Some will say yes, some will say no. Either way, either we go our separate ways or we can have fun together. And I can open your eyes to see that like not everyone plays a certain type of way. That is why I want people in this community to honestly just open their eyes and see that not everyone plays meta, like freaking Royal Bavarian. If I could only speak, Royal Bavarian's video, he had Mr. Meta, somebody that used all the meta moves and was just doing meta stuff. And I laughed at it. I was like, I fight people like that all the time, but it's like not everyone is like that. I fought people that beat me very uniquely. What, uniquely? Like differently. Like in a way that even I didn't see coming. Like they beat me with like the strangest. I've had a dude beat me with freaking Key Blast Thrust once. Key Blast Thrust. How many people have you seen use Key Blast Thrust? Like honestly, Key Blast Thrust. But that's my video. If you have any constructive criticism or anything or positive feedback, or if you want to share your opinion, you can either message me or comment. But with that, I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you.